Welcome to 5 Good Minutes.
You're listening to today's inspirational message on the book of Ecclesiastes with Kurt Bjorklund.
Now, chapter 9 moves from the bleak picture in verses 1 through 6 to what I would call one of these pockets of joy in Ecclesiastes, where he's saying, now in light of this, let me tell you what to do. So if you just heard yesterday's podcast and not today's, you might be left with the idea that the end of the matter is hopelessness. Here's what he says, verse 7, because death is certain, go eat your food with gladness and drink your wine with a joyful heart, for God has already approved what you do. What? Always be clothed in white. Always anoint your head with oil. Enjoy life with your wife, whom you love, all the days of this meaningless life that God has given you under the sun. Now, here's a place where I think the NIV, trying to be consistent by translating havel, meaninglessness, for this vapor, that this word meaningless here is poorly translated, although I understand why they've translated it to try to be consistent throughout. Here, it could mean just short life, your life that comes quickly rather than meaningless. So if you were to say, always anoint your head with oil, enjoy the life with your wife, whom you love, all the days of your short life that God has given you under the sun. All your short days, again, rather than meaningless. For this is your lot in life and your toilsome labor under the sun. Whatever your hand finds to do, do it with all your might. For the realm of the dead, where you are going, there is neither working, nor planning, nor knowledge, nor wisdom. If I've seen anything else under the sun, the race is not to the swift, the battle to the strong, nor does food come to the wise, or wealth to the brilliant, or favor to the learned. But time and chance happens to them all. So he's driving into this, and he's saying, just go and enjoy your life, because there's not a certainty to the outcomes of how you go about your life. So please enjoy it. And I love what he says here. I mean, I think this would be a good verse for some churches, some Christians to embrace. Go eat your food with gladness. Drink your wine with a joyful heart, for God has already approved what you do. Now, why does he say God has approved what you do? Isn't it possible to sin in your enjoyment? And the answer is yes, of course it is. But again, what he's trying to do is say, don't be so uptight about how God sees everything that you don't see life as a gift. Because there's coming a day, he says, when you will not be able to work or plan. You won't be able to seek knowledge or wisdom. So put your hand to everything you find to do with all your might. For in the realm of the dead, where you're going, you won't be able to enjoy this life. So what would it look like for you today to go and enjoy your life fully? Not to do something outside of God's bounds, because staying in God's bounds is part of enjoying life. And to be approved by God means you don't step outside of his bounds. I think what he's saying here is go enjoy what you have today, and that will allow you to really, in many ways, honor God, because he's the giver of this gift of life. And to not enjoy this life is to miss this gift that God has given. So again, let me ask you, what would you do today if you said it would honor God most if I most fully enjoyed this day? And maybe that perspective switch would be good for you, rather than saying God is about a bunch of things I shouldn't do. God is about what I should enjoy, could enjoy, can enjoy, because he's the giver of all good gifts.
Thanks for joining us here today. There's a lot of great content to explore on Orchard Hill Plus and on the Orchard Hill main feed from the weekend. Have a great day.